Touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the... And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down the yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now. It's on Tucson. 59. It's our field.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And the result here, a pick to go on second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Check right.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And Tate's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Mike is 59.
On second down, it's Henderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Golden Tate with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken about the 12. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Third down, here's Haskins. It's caught, Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Draw play, Cohen. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make, but they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll go to P-Ryan, try to pound it in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Here's Haskins to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
On third and goal, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out. And the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Gives him with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Here we go. 8, read. Back to 59. I can't believe they let you play.
This is Gordon. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Detroit.
So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, rip your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Gordon. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Gordon.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Looking to throw. The 20. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They come out here in the I. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that lock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Cleveland Farrell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Haskins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Julio Jones. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Gordon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of near. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
And they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jones. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a run with Henderson, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard after the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2nd and 13. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. March 43. March 43.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. Greedy Williams, the